So for the interior is stock to the most part, but it has a lot of options on it. This is optional carbon fiber doors from Ferrari, optional hi-fi sound, which I then turned around and took out and put in an enormous sound system by Custom Car Stereo in Houston. They did a great job. The power plant for the speakers in the back. I have more bass than some home theater systems. In the interior, we have a F1 wheel, which is optional from Ferrari. It tells you when to shift. The LED lights light up. Race and sport mode. This is all pretty standard, but it is carbon, which is optional. Carbon center console, optional from Ferrari, and also carbon dash, optional from Ferrari. So this is my control module for the sound system that runs my power plant here. I plug in here and I can stream Pandora or whatever from my phone. The switches that kill the power to the sound system are here. This kills the power, so when it's transported on a jet to Europe, I'll be able to just switch it off and it won't drain my battery. This button is really neat, and I'll show you later tonight. You press this button and the car glows like Tron. All the seams in the car have LEDs, and it's really cool. Gets quite a reaction. On the sides, we have optional seats. These are Daytona style seats, which is an upgrade from Ferrari. Optional power. You would think that this car at $250,000 would come with power, but it doesn't. Memory seats, also optional. Lumbar optional, and heat optional. Contrast stitching is also optional from Ferrari. Headrest, crests, also optional from Ferrari. So all this stuff was upgraded from the factory, and then I added obviously the suspension system and the audio. The suspension system is neat. It actually runs from a switch that's connected to my headlights. I turn the headlights on, it powers the suspension system up, which then allows me to elevate the car front or back. So let me power up and I'll show you exactly how it works. So I'm in the car. I want to power up, so I make sure my suspension is off. I put the key in the ignition here, turn on, and power the engine up. Then I turn on my suspension system, and that will enable the suspension to start powering up. And then under here, I press the button to power on my audio system. Oh, navigation. That's also an option from Ferrari. You would think that would be standard, but it's not. So I plug in my system here. Power on. Power up my music. Let's choose a song. How about Antidote? Antidote. So it'll start playing here in a second. I'm sure this video does no justice to the power of that sound system, but it sounds like you're standing in a rock concert. It's unbelievable. This sound will just absolutely blow you out. So then we take the suspension system, which is powered up. You see it's lit because I turned on the headlights, and now I can raise or lower the car as I want. So I want to raise the front of the car. press the same button down here and it releases the air. Same with the back of the car. I go here in the back. Pretty cool. So that's how the car works. General overview. We'll give you guys more data as I upload some driving testing we're going to do later. This morning in testing we did 175 miles an hour and it was like nothing. The car handled it like it was nothing. So stay tuned. Well, in that last exhaust test run, literally the flames coming out of the exhaust, which you can't see because it's daylight, blew my camera over, and my camera was on a tripod 6 feet behind the rear of that car. You can't possibly imagine the sound and the power coming out of this exhaust.